Which is what? we're never
Alrighty,
gonna
guys. All right.
Cloud Ditto.
So here's what we have here. We have what you'd expect to see in tournament play.
Yes, this is 20XX for Smash 4. Cloud Ditto.
7XX.
Yeah, 7. This shook is Final Fantasy 7. I like that. I caught that. See? I know your tricks, dude. I know your tricks.
You look. Do you know who you sounded like just now? George Lopez.
George Lopez.
I know your tricks.
I know your trick, man. Don't cry. Why are you crying? Why are you crying? Alright, double. You see how they both got meter at the same time?
Yep.
That means they're like almost evenly matched right now. They're hitting each other.
They're hitting each other for even percents.
Right now, Ralphie has to reclaim this lead.
Or he could continue to lose it. He doesn't have to.
That's it.
Oh, good read. No kill, though.
Nice DI there, staying alive. Doesn't have to burn the limit to come back there.
He's going to have to burn it to come back now.
Yes. But he just lets him rock. Ah, wow, interesting. So, you could challenge it with a down air, maybe, perhaps.
The problem I have with Clouds when they have the option of edge guard, he doesn't have a good recovery. But almost all the time, I've seen every Cloud opt to charge limit. But sometimes, like the person who's recovering is in such a bad position that you could just obliterate them with like an easy nair, or like just a back air. Like nairs are just your god button off stage.
Yeah.
When does it really lose? Forward B.
Oh, Jesus Christ, flying away at 1,000,000 miles per hour there.
So, like, sometimes I feel like the Cloud player should just opt to go for the offset, especially when it's Cloud versus Cloud. Like,
you could down air his up B, right?
Pretty
sure you can.
Yeah.
It'll probably be a trade, but you still want the trade because he's being sent off stage or being spiked.
If you throw out the initial hitbox of down air and it hits Cloud on the way up with his up B, he gets stage spiked or he gets spiked.
Yeah, so it's like definitely a good thing. That's a good call. It's like charge later. Take care of your food while it's served hot and ready for you. All right, both players just kind of like tossing things out. It seems like both opponents are just doing moves to kind of feel each other out. No one's flow charting the other, like doing air dodge traps and stringing together a lot of damage. I mean, Navii, he's in a big deficit, but I don't feel like it's because he's getting like flow charted. Right there, you try to use the back end of that neutral air.
I mean, it's a good move, don't get me wrong, but you still, like, it has its range limits. You do have to go off stage a little bit to use it.
Exactly. Nice, that perfectly safe forward air, especially when you're backing up. Very good way to cover your ground.
Even another option that Cloud can do to Cloud is when Cloud's up B, you just down tilt because your feet are invincible.
Yeah.
So you beat out the up B altogether.
That's actually a good call there. Navii 151. Can't imagine he's gonna stay alive for too much longer.
Ralphie burning his limit.
Alright, spacing that back
But we have an up air.
From ground to air at 150%, that's definitely gonna do it.
You know, you're gonna fly.
You're gonna fly and you're gonna die.
Our favorite move.
Everyone's favorite move, Cloud up air. Alright, Angel Cortez match getting called up.
Versus Masquerade. That's gonna be a Diddy versus Zero Suit.
Oh.
As a semi-upset, Redline beat Racer X. Roy versus Sonic, and he 2-0'd him apparently.
Redline is definitely very capable with Roy.
He's a very capable player, I feel like, but sometimes it's just like his neutral play. Like he studies his character down to like the core. But sometimes it's important, like all the time. I'm sorry, it's important to do footsie neutral. Like your neutral is super important. It doesn't matter if you know every bit of tech for your character. It matters if you can get the tech.
Yeah, it's tying everything together. But speaking of capable, let's see if Navii's capable of taking this game too. He's got a character switch here with Bumblebee Ness here.
Now, I feel like Ness can do well in this matchup, but the general consensus is if you don't have a sword, you usually don't do well against swords.
I feel like things are different because Ness has, not only does he have projectiles, he has like magical properties to his attack. So forward air can tend to like, hit past certain moves or gain initiative.
He has like his onstage options are pretty good, and his offstage options are actually really good, especially for Cloud. Like against Cloud, he can obliterate him.
Yeah.
Like in that situation, if he throws out a PK Thunder and lets the tail hit Cloud, Cloud has to keep up being over and over, or he runs off at Nairs. Because Nair is a good button.
But it doesn't seem like Navii's confident in letting that up B fly.
This is going to be a stack though.
Oh. Hey, he didn't.
And he has a God throw. Strongest in the game, easy. Up.
Down throw. Up air. Wait. Pivot grab. No, not quite.
Nice jab to PK Fire. What I noted is like a lot of people, when given the option after getting down thrown, a lot of people have the panic air dodge thing. So what I started doing to people is Ness is I would go for the down throw, and then I would run away and reverse PK fire.
Yeah.
And I could get it a second. I could get it, and I was just like, I would just hope people don't have those habits as much. Or like you can jump PK fire. Because given the option to do nothing, I mean to do something, people tend to panic.
Yeah, and it's like you can start layering after that. Once they start catching onto the fire and they start mashing jump, then you chase them into the air. So you just layer and condition your opponent.
It was a pretty decent trade. We've got Navii with major bonus points.
Right, be careful. Yeah, see?
That's going to take it.
With Ness's back turn to the edge and you at 100%.
Why would you run up?
But see, the thing is, that's the problem. Again, he already knows on a base level, he knows that he shouldn't do that. But he's factoring in what he knows with what he wants to do. You know what I mean?
Right, but
you can confuse the two at some points.
But the problem is that any mistake that he did at that ledge would have costed him, and everything he could have done outside of down air might have been a mistake, because it's the only thing that you really could auto cancel and walk away with.
That yeah, I mean that just reiterates the point. Is like at base level you should know that, but once you have those like innate desires, you have to fight back. It's really tough
That's
to make
at the ledge. You're at 100. What do you not do?
Approach.
Right.
Or at least you don't goad him into doing something interesting.
You bait it. Now, one other thing that I noted that Ralphie could have done is you don't have to have a counter to beat out Ness's recovery. You just air dodge through it.
Yeah.
And then you hit it on the way back and Ness dies. Ralphie didn't go for it. If you do that without jumping, you still have your jump and your up B, and Cloud could just end Ness's stop. It was at like 50% that Ness was off stage last game.
It's very possible that he's just not aware of a thing like that. You'd be surprised. Sometimes people are not aware of the most obvious things to you or to me.
To be honest, I didn't know about it until the K-Tar we were both at, where I watched numbers do it to Nikat.
There you go.
But the thing was, is I had a different options. As I play Marth, I would always just counter it, and Ness would explode to like the Nether Realms.
Right.
Because counter versus PK Thunder is like, it's like getting all 5 pieces of Exodia.
That's right. The thing is, I want to see if Navii can actually goad him into it. Oh, see, he's trying to do it again.
But
he's kind of staying near the edge.
He can get a good stage advantage if he gets it, but also being at the ledge, he risks dying even sooner.
Right, and just dives right in.
The problem was, I think he's playing ledge too much, and he's not trying to gain stage control. Because stage control is important. You can't play against a person scared all the time. You're not going to win that way. Nice jab lock. And he charged it.
Almost hit him with the Joe Pesci, but timed it just.
Cloud would have probably died to that.
No, he would have. He would have been alive.
I'm saying without limit, sweet spot kills at like 65.
Unfortunately, we will never know that. Right now, Ralphie's turning up the heat.
There you go.
That's
it.
Oh!
Good ledge guard. That was worth taking it.
He really trusted his percent there. Rather, the percent of the opponent. He figures, if I kill myself doing this,
he's dead too. Yeah. And that was definitely worth it. It was a JV2. Nice job by Ralphie.
All right.
Sometimes people can go for the SD hit just for the sake